Welcome to bettingnews.boylesports.com. I'm here with betting spokesperson Leon Blanche. Leon, massive game coming up at the weekend. Wales are taking on Ireland for the Grand Slam. How do you think it's going to fare out? It's very even at the minute.
Yeah, it certainly is, Nicola. It's 5-4 on Wales, even money Ireland, and the draw at 18-1. So we're finding it very difficult to actually split these two sides. Ireland, of course, are going for their first Grand Slam in over 50 years. And I think a lot of these players deserve a Grand Slam. The likes of O'Connell, the Bull Hayes, O'Driscoll, O'Gara, Stringer. Surprising to some, he's not in the first 15.
Yeah, he played great in the last game.
Man of the match, Nicola. But I think I can understand where Declan Kidney's coming from. I think they're going to use Stringer as an impact substitute, because I think the last 20-25 minutes are going to become very, very nerve-wracking for the entire Irish side. I think he will come on in the second half, certainly, because he was brilliant against Scotland, burst through for our try. I'm going to stick with Ireland. It's not because I'm Irish. I think we had a big test at Murrayfield where we didn't play well in the first half, but we upped our game tremendously in the second half. Wales are going to be right up for this one. I hear Warren Gatland has already got the pot boiling, saying that Wales hate the Irish more than any other team. So that actually gives us a bit of an incentive to go to Cardiff and beat them and back Ireland at even money to win our first Grand Slam in a long, long time.
Okay, well, there's plenty of markets as well available, but I think the main one who's going to be the first try scorer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice market, Nicola, because I think it's becoming very like a soccer game where you pick a first goal scorer. O'Driscoll, who has been tremendous in the Six Nations, I believe he'll be the Lions captain come the summer. He's at 12-1. Rob Kearney available at 16-1. But my own fancy, who scored the try against Scotland, Jamie Heaslip, came off the bench, had a big impact. He's at 20-1 to score the first try, and I'd have a little few euro on Heaslip to open the scoring.
Okay, excellent. So Ireland to win and Heaslip to be the first try scorer.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Champions League as well. The big draw is coming up on Friday. I think a lot of people would like to see Liverpool take on Man United. I'm sure the odds will change as well come Friday.
Yeah, they certainly will, Nicola. I mean, it's an open draw now, so you're going to know who you're playing in the quarterfinals, and you'll also know who you're playing in the semi-final. No English teams will be kept apart unless the draw keeps them apart. United are the current favourites at 9-4, Barcelona at 11-4. Then we're looking at Chelsea, who I think have a massive chance at 11-2, Liverpool at 6-1. I don't think any of the other four teams have a prayer, so I'm not even going to talk about them. United, to me, looked very, very shaky against Inter Milan. I thought Inter Milan could have got a result if they really went for it. Liverpool seemed to be hitting form at the right time of the season. Big wins against Real Madrid, big win against United. But for me, Chelsea, they just look as if they have the old steel back. Gus Hiddink has done a great job since he's come in. They're unbeaten under him. And I think Chelsea at 11-2. The draw will determine a lot of things, though, so you should just be careful. But if Chelsea got an easy draw, they'd be shorter than 11-2. So take Chelsea at 11-2 for me to win the Champions League.
Okay, and if Man United end up playing Liverpool, do you think Man United will get their revenge?
Yeah, well, it's always, I mean, it's, Liverpool have beaten them twice this year, at Anfield and at Old Trafford. So that's, I mean, I can't remember the last time that ever happened in a league campaign, certainly in the Premier League campaign. But I think that game could go either way, because the two teams are so closely matched. I think a big determining factor would be which team played the first game at home. If it was at Anfield first, the pressure's on the home side to score. But if the away side scores an early goal away from home, it gives them a huge advantage. So a draw is very, very much important here come the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But you have to give it to Benitez. His record in Europe is second to nobody.
Yeah, they're great in Europe. Okay, well, on Friday night, the Premier League of Ireland is on. Dundalk versus Drogheda, the big rivals. How do you think that's going to fare out? Yeah,
it's a massive game. I think there will be a huge crowd here locally in the town. 10-11 Dundalk, who haven't scored a goal and who haven't got a point yet after being promoted up to the top division. Drogheda haven't scored a goal yet. They got a draw in their last game. Not the best start for either side. You come back Drogheda for the away win at 13-5. The draw at the moment is at 11-5. I think there has to be one of these sides will have to break their scoring deadlock. I don't think it's going to be a 0-0 draw. However, I don't think there's going to be an awful lot of goals in this one. And I'm going to go with the home side because they were unlucky on the opening night against Bohemians. They should have got a draw. Should have got a draw away to Galway as well. So I'm going to go with Dundalk to beat They're close neighbours and they're fierce rivals at 10 to 11.
Okay, and then also on Friday night, Shamrock Rovers take on Bohemians.
Yeah, they do. It's a big derby, of course. It's a Dublin derby. Bohemians are the reigning champions. It's live on RTE, which is fantastic. I think they're showing a game live every Friday night now, which will give the league a massive boost. No surprise to see the Bows are the clear favourites at 10 to 11. 13 to 5 against Shamrock Rovers and 11 to 5 the draw. Again, I'm going to go with the home side here. I think Pat Fenlon, they got a good win, even though a little bit fortuitous, away against Dundalk. And I'm going to go with Bohemians. I think it's between them and Derry to actually win the entire league. I think Rovers will be safe. They'll do okay in their new home out in Tala. But I can see this one going to the home side at Dalymount Park. So for me, 10 to 11 Bohemians should get the home win.
So Friday night, Dundalk and Bows to be the winners.
It could be a nice home double, absolutely.